Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. We're going to do some more mixed media. So I've done a couple of things now on my channel for mixed media. So I really, yeah, I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. So I got this nested house set from Craft Stash in the sale. I think it was either £2 or £3. So we're going to do that now. Excuse my fingers because I'm actually recording a couple of mixed media things at once, because you find that with mixed media, unfortunately, you have a lot of drying time. So every time I want to do mixed media, it's actually better for me if I do a few things, because then I get to sit and paint and play and all of that all day long. Oh, that sounds lovely. I love the smell of MDF, especially freshly cut MDF. So there's 3 different sizes here in the houses, and I'm thinking of using one of each because I have this here, this picture frame. This used to have some covers in it. My husband had them in our hallway, but I thought, and he was getting rid. But I thought, how cool would this be to create a picture frame with these houses? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this up, and I'm going to cut a piece. So it's what, 21.5? It should be by 21.5, yeah. So I'm going to cut a piece of chipboard or something, because what I'm going to do is we'll do it on or even cardboard, whatever I can sort of find that's that sort of size. So whatever is like 21.5 centimeters, I'm going to do everything on there, and then I can just pop it into the thing. So if that makes any sense at all. Don't think this will be 21.5, will it? No, that's 18, so not quite big enough. So I am just having sort of a mooch through what is around me. Oh, actually, this would be perfect. So let me just rip the address off, because my address is on there. But it's just a do not bend envelope, and I do. There we go. I do keep these because the chipboard in them is handy to have. So yeah, if I can't reuse them, first of all, I do try and reuse as much as I can, so for shipping. But if I can't reuse it, then yeah, I use it in something else. So right, what I'm going to do is we're going to mark this and cut this down, and I'm hoping, please be 21.5. Oh, look at that. It only needs the slightest amount of this end. Excellent. So let me grab my trimmer, and we're going to trim this down. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little different, and I thought, do you know what? This would be lovely as a housewarming gift, wouldn't it? So yeah. That'd be really, really nice. Now, I don't think that edge is straight. I didn't think it was. Right. Maybe just a touch more. There we go. Right. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to use that. Let me just, I have my gesso all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to use this piece here. And that's what I'm wondering whether to use some of this as a texture, just going across just like that, and then having our houses sort of sat on there. Do you know what, I quite like that idea. Yeah, do you know what, I really like that idea. So let's do that. So I'm going to glue this down. So I'm just going to use my Nouveau glue, because it is just paper onto paper. Okay. Like so. Oh, and my glue is just about out. So, yeah, I thought it was about out. But I bet I can get a few more little bits out of it. Right, so I've just glued that on, and then I'm just going to grab my scissors and just trim down this edge. There we go. Right, so there's that. Now, before I stick the houses on, I'm actually going to give this a coat of gesso where the houses are going to sit. Now, gesso is your primer, and it just primes everything ready for you to be able to put whatever mediums you want on top. So that's basically what I'm doing now. But yeah, I just thought it's just something a little bit different, so it might work out to be like a really nice house warming gift. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So just going to keep going, make sure we get all the way around the edges. Now I'm trying to sort of keep my mat clean, but that is not going to happen. It never happens. Can't remember the last time I actually managed to keep my mat clean while doing mixed media, and I think the answer to that is probably never. So right, let's do the rest. Now with the houses, because they are MDF, you don't actually need to prime them. So if you didn't want to prime them, you really don't need to. However, depending on what you're wanting to do with them, so if you want them to be really bright colours and really stand out, then I would definitely recommend that you paint them white. However, if you want them muted tones, then leave them as they are, because yeah, depending on what colour you've got underneath will depend on the intensity of your colour. Okay, so I'm liking that. So that is all prepped, apart from that little bit there, which is now prepped. Okay, and then I'm going to grab our houses and I'm going to give them a coat of gesso as well, so that they are ready to go. Now don't forget about the sides. I say it in every mixed media video, I think, is not to forget about the sides, but I have to admit it really does make a difference. When I very first started mixed media, it wasn't something that I ever thought about, but then the more I practiced, the more I did, the more I realised that actually neglecting your sides really does make a difference. So yeah, so, and then I'm just passing that bit of knowledge on to you guys. So just around there. Now, because I am holding it, oh dear, my throat's making noises. I think I may be hungry. Although I have just had a banana, so I don't really eat early in the morning. Yeah, and it is quite early. So yeah. Right, so there's that one. And that's just going to sit there. And then we're going to do the same with the second one. Now, once I've coated these in gesso, I will stick them down, just using some gel medium for these, just because I want them to stay. So gel medium is like basically a glue, but it is for mixed media. It's for all your mixed, like, so it can be for your wood, your metal embellishments, it can be for anything. So yeah, okay, just going to do that like so. Right, and then just along the bottom, I'll just stick that down on there and just go over that thumbprint. I can't believe I'm actually keeping my mat clean. How amazing is that? Very amazing. And then we want a little baby one. So that way I want all the chimneys to be the same way. So we're just going all the way around. I'm not going to do 2 coats on these, because I do think that just the 1 coat is more than enough. But what I am thinking is I would like to add some doors, windows, you know, just some funky stuff. And I'm thinking that I might get some scrap bits of chipboard out and cut them out of that. Yeah, I want that on that little hill there. Right, I'm loving that. So while that's sort of drying, let me pop my, let me put my lid on. However, Oh, there it is. I was going to say I can't see my lid, but it is here. So yeah, I'm wanting to do some lids and stuff. So I do have some scrap board here. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut this smaller. I want to create some windows and some doors, and yeah, just some really fun little bits and pieces. So this is where the fun's going to come in. And I will just stick these on with regular glue. Okay, so just like that. I'm liking that, and then I'm thinking one more just there. Yeah, and then I want a door, so like that. Although that door's tiny, we don't want a tiny door, so although that door we could use in the other ones. Right, that is really bad, but that's fine because we can adjust accordingly. And then that there, yes, I like that. And then that one's going to go there, and then let's do, I'm thinking just one window on this one, a nice long thinnish one, perfect. And then this one I'm going to do, I think, 2 little windows like so. So one there and one there. Okay, and then a door. So I'm just going to round those edges because I like a rounded door. Okay, and then that can just sit on there like that. So that's those done, which I'm loving. Oh, I really love that. I think they're going to look really, really cool. I also have these, which I'm thinking I'm going to add on as embellishment. So the leaves, the strawberries, and there's a couple of flowers left in there. I think that might look nice, but I'm loving how that's looking. So I'm just going to take my glue and I'm going to glue this down. I probably have to get another glue out because I really do think there's nothing left in this one. So I'm just going to stick those down like so. Yeah, we can get one more window down. Okay, like that. I'm liking that. Now stick this one down. So yeah, it's just been oh, do you know what else we could add that I've just thought? What about some clouds? Add some clouds up in the sky, maybe even a sun. That might work. I can't believe how much glue I'm still getting out of this. It really has finished, but you know, it's always nice to get that little bit of extra out, isn't it? Right, okay. Very frugal of me, I know, but you know what? We don't mind. Right. There we go. That can go on there. Like so. Right, I'm going to go and get another glue out because that really has just, yeah, finished. Okay. Yeah, that's stuck. That's stuck, that's stuck, so I think it's just these ones left to do. So I'm going to pop that on there. And no, I thought I'd stuck that one down, but it was the pin that was keeping it down. So I'm loving that. Now, let's grab my gel medium for this. Okay. Let's get my brush, dry that off, and then we're just going to pop a load of gel medium on the back to stick this down. Okay, so And then this just ensures that it will be a permanent adhesion once we've stuck it down. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, and then again just pop this on. Do need to get some more gel medium, so I think that will have to be on the shopping list. Right, okay, and then a little bit more, and let's pop that on there, although I think that might be way too much. Okay, right, so and that's just going to sit there like that. I like that. Right, I really like that. Okay, so now that that's done, like I said, I think I want to add some clouds. So let's do that. And I'm just doing random shapes out of the chipboard. And the reason why I'm using the chipboard is because it's actually a lot bigger than, like, it's a lot thicker than just normal card or paper, so it's gonna get, that looks more like a mushroom, doesn't it? That does not look like a cloud, Dawn. This cloud is terrible. I don't know how Julia does it. That, right, that just looks even worse. Right, try that again. Let's draw a cloud, because I think it's easier to draw than just to cut one out. Yeah, that one will do. And nope, that will not do at all. Oh my goodness me. I think it's because I'm putting to actually, no, that looks terrible. Terrible. Right. Okay. Right, see how that looks when I've cut it out. Wow. Oh dear. Yeah, drawing is not my strong point, I'm afraid. But, you know, I think I would have been better off getting out a stamp for this. And stamping one, but I don't think I've got a cloud big enough. Right, it's going to have to go that way because of the pen. But yeah, I like that. So, go all the way around that. And then that bit can go there. And then I do want one more. I'm wondering if I can do something with this one. You know, just make it more into a cloud. I don't think it looks too bad. So yeah, let's just use it because I don't think it's too bad. So I'm going to just glue these down. And just like so. And like I said, because of that pen will come through the, what you call it, hold that down, through the gesso, so it'll take quite a few coats. That's why I'm putting it on upside down. So yeah, I like it a lot. Now, do I want a sort of sun in that corner, just sort of peeking its head out? It'll strengthen up that corner as well, so let's try that. Right, so we're just going to have that up there, so eventually I will cut that down and it will become a sun. Right, what else do we want to add on? I'm just trying to think what else there is. Now, I do want to add some bars on the windows. Well, you know what I mean. Like the, yeah, give them that look. Okay. I'm just going to cut these down. Because I'm thinking that, yeah, we can just do that. that works. Just those, it's just those little extra details, isn't it, that we're sort of doing and putting together. Okay, so there's that. So now I need to, let's have a look. Sort of measure it the best I can, and then I want a nice thin strip. That's to go on there. I can come in with my what you call it, my Stanley knife or my craft knife, and have it so that it yeah, comes off. Right, so that's them. Yeah, see, I just think it's adding just that little bit of detail, isn't it? Now for the door, I'm going to add a little window in. Yeah, just there, but my arches are terrible. So that can go there. And then I want a little letterbox. So let's pop a little letterbox on. Oh, that doesn't look like very good. Okay. And then, where's my hole punch? We want a little door handle, but I'm going to actually use this hole punch for it. There we go. And there's our little door handle. That's so cool. Right, so I'm going to stick these ones down. And they'll do the same for the other ones. Okay. So I'm just using my wet glue for this, so nothing special. But yeah, it works. So there's that one. And then I'm just gonna stick these down. So yeah, it's just, like I said, it's all about adding those little extra details on that can really, really add to your work. I mean, I know it's not looking much now, but by the time we start painting it and paint it up, it's going to look fabulous. Now, this is going to go on this side because we do, oh, actually, I just thought, take that glue off, because if I just snip across where that is, there we go, we can actually glue it that way down. Okay, so just like so, and then one little post box, and the little door handle. Okay, and then I need a little bit of this. Right, so glue these down. I'm just having to hold it just for a few seconds, just for the glue to take. Yeah, it just makes life so much easier. Oh, try that piece actually. It's a little bit longer. Oh, yeah, that's better. Right, okay, so there's one house done. And on this little house, we're just going to have a little plant pot at the front here. So I'm going to keep that open. We'll do the same on that one. So I will cut a little piece down, and that can go there. So I'm just going to trim that and we'll cut that down. Okay, let's stick that on, and then I'm just going to do that. Oh, so we've got these two houses the same. Yeah, and then stick that one on. Okay, right, so there's that. Now I want to do, oh, what should we do on the door? Actually, where is my craft knife? Because I'm now thinking, well, My craft knife should in theory be in my little pot, but it's not. So what did I do with it? There it is. It's actually fell out the pot and it's behind it. Right, I'm going to use this because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just scrape into the door like so to create like sort of a wood texture. Hopefully. I don't know, I've never tried this, so this is me, you know, hoping for the best. It might not work, it might work, I don't know, but I'm just gonna get rid of that, although that looks as though it's just gonna fill in as soon as I start. Yeah, so where's, do you know what, I'm going to use the ball tool, so let's emboss it using, so where I've cut it, just to give it, yeah, that seems to be working better. And then let's see how it goes, because yeah, I think it's going to give it a nice bit of texture. Okay, so that's that door. I mean, like I said, not looking like much at the minute, but I think by the time we've painted it up, I think it will look fabulous. And then let's add a post box onto it. That's a bit too big. Okay, like so. And that glue does dry clear, so I'm not worried about that at all. And then I'm going to do the same again. Let's have another little door handle, just like that. Right, okay, and then with this door, ooh, what do I want to do with this door? Actually, there's a tiny little square here, which I'm going to use for the door handle, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I think that is more than enough. So, yeah. Oh, no, don't come off. Stay, stay. It's super, super tiny, but it works. So, we're going to do it. Right, okay, so now that that's done, I'm just going to grab my brush again and dry that off. Let's grab the white gesso. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's trim down the bits that need to be trimmed, like so. Right, now I'm just going to go over all of my pieces with my gesso, like so. Now these clouds are going to need a couple of coats, just because of the side that I've put them on. It's like a glossy coating, so I need a couple of coats so that they can be pure white. Okay, and then this one. Okay, and then let's do the little houses as well. All these details really do, like I said, I mean, I keep saying it, but they really do make a difference. Definitely. I think they are going to look fabulous. So, making sure to get all those side bits covered as well, because these bits are they're only going to get one coat. So yeah, and then it's on to painting them, which I'm super, super excited about. Really excited about, actually. That's my favorite part. Now let's see how this door comes on. And actually, that looks really good. I'm pleased with that. So making sure to get in everywhere. Okay, just getting down the side of that house because there's some gel medium there that's a bit glossy and I don't want it to be seen. I hadn't noticed it before, so just making sure that yeah, we're working on the same surface for everything. Okay, so there's that house. And that door looks really cool. I really like it. And then this little house as well. Again, making sure I've got round all of the edges on that. So I'm quite, this gesso is really nice. So this is a 13 Arts gesso. It's super hard to get hold of. But I mean, you can use any. Another Works does one, which is quite cheap. I think it's £5 for a huge tub. So if you're just starting out, that's what I used when I started out, and I loved it. You sort of find your favourites as you go along. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and see if I can find a different gesso, because like I said, it's super hard to get a hold of. So I would like to see if I can, yeah, get it from somewhere else, right, or get a different one. So okay, so that is that done, and they're coming up really nicely, so I'm really pleased with that. So what I'm going to do is, I want this to be fully dry when I start using colours on it. I think this one I'm going to actually use my acrylic paints on. So I've got some acrylic paints from Arteza, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do like detailed painting. I think it'll be really nice. So once this is dry, we'll come back, and what I'll probably do is paint one of the houses with you guys, and then put the rest on speed up for you. But yeah, I'll be back as soon as it's dried. Okay, so we're back. This is all nice and dry. So I've just got, I was going to use my Arteza gouache, acrylic paint, sorry, but I still have all of these that need using. So we're going to use these instead. So let me just move all these. What I'm going to do is, yeah, I think this one's just about gone actually. So we're going to just come in and use these. Yeah, this is just... there's probably just enough left for this one. And what I'm going to do is, we're just going to paint. So I'm going to do this house with you. Now I will be adding like depth and dimension and all of that to it, but I'm just going to put a first coat on first, and then I can come in with some darker colours and sort of go from there, I think. But I'm just going to have a lovely afternoon just having a play with these. Now I'm thinking that maybe this wasn't the best colour, because yeah, this is literally like, there's a tiny bit left at the bottom of here, and the rest is all like super hard. So I don't know if it's going to be the best colour for this door, but it is what it is. Do you know what, I need a smaller brush. Yeah, let's use a smaller one. Okay, and I'm actually going to add some water onto it just so that it helps move that paint. Okay, so just going around all the detailed bits. Okay, and then let's do the door, like finish that off. So yeah, it's just detail painting now. It really is. I want this to be like a cartoony land, so nice and bright and colourful and cheerful and just, yeah, fun. So hopefully we can definitely achieve that. Now I do think we need to get a grout just for the windows. So let's use this. I think it might be a bit too, come on, there we go. Ah, it's actually silver, even better. Okay, so I am just going to grab this, and that's what colour I'm going to do the windows. Yeah, just to give them that, because this is quite a thin metallic paint. It's not the best, however that's proven to be quite nice as the window. And then I think when we're completely finished and it's dried, I might come in with a black pen and we'll put some details in, because I think that will look good. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that as the window. So let's do that as the window. I think that works. And then I do have a darker grey, so we can put some shadows on the windows if we want. But this is just sort of, it's more like a sparkly silvery paint. So it is metallic, but it's a very thin one, so it's working quite nicely. So yeah, so what I'll do, because this is definitely, I was going to do the whole house with you, but I think it's going to take quite a while to do, is I'm going to pop you on speed up for the whole process so that you get to see everything that I'm doing, but you don't get bored because it goes very quickly. I reckon this will probably take me about an hour, maybe 2 hours to complete the painting process. So whereas for you guys, hopefully it'll be about 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. So sit back and enjoy, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it. all complete. How gorgeous does that look? Do you know what? I'm so chuffed with that. So I had started doing sort of shadowing and other bits with the paints that I use, and then I remembered I have the Arteza acrylic paint pens and some Posca ones and stuff, so I've used them instead, and I think it's worked out really well. So I did want this to be cartoony, which is why it's all bright colours and things, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. I did bring in some flowers from my stash because I just thought that'd look really nice. I'm loving how this grass has gone, so that was just using different paint pens just to create some texture, and then we've added the flowers in, so now it looks all beautiful. And then I had these little butterflies that my mum got me for Christmas, so they just seem to go perfectly, and I just love it. I think it's turned out beautifully. Now the clouds, I don't know if you can see, but the clouds have actually got glitter on them. They're still slightly wet, but yeah, I love that. How nice would that be as a, you know, a housewarming gift? Isn't that just beautiful? I'm so proud of that. That is absolutely gorgeous. So that is it for today, guys. So we have just made this gorgeous picture. So I think it's 20, so I think it's like 23 centimeters or something square altogether. I'm not sure what that is in inches because I don't have an inch ruler. Oh, yes I do, it's right here. So it is 10-inch square. So that is what it is, which is actually works out at 25, just over 25 centimeters. But yeah, if I put that on my glass mat, it's measuring a 10-inch square. But yeah, how gorgeous is that? I hope you've enjoyed today's video, doing something a little bit different, a little bit of mixed media. I absolutely love it. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I think that would look lovely on anyone's wall, and such a lovely gift as well. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, I will see you again in another video very soon. But until then, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.